welcome back. It's Jojo.
And Shruti, what's up, Joe?
What's up? What's up? It's day 2 of Street Dreams. Yay. And then I realized what I said at the end of that first day is that this one and these two songs were the vibe. No, it was this. It was straight balling. It was this.
Acha.
I remember it because I freaking loved it live. I just loved it. Now we'll listen to it
Yes.
properly, but
Yes.
ये पूरा vibe था.
इस एल्बम में फेवरेट्स
cool.
चुनना बहुत मुश्किल है because every
Yes.
time you listen to each song you
Yeah.
feel अरे ये वाला this
हाँ,
one was
ये
really
वाला.
good, you know.
I
And
agree.
so far that day, of course, we heard all of it, and that day, in case this is the first video you guys are watching, we're referring to the time when we'd gone for the listening session. And in case you
Yeah.
haven't seen yesterday's video, go back and watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like, you know, that day we heard all of it.
Yeah.
After that, in parts, I've
Twice.
heard.
Oh, you
that
heard.
I mean, I can't not hear. Like there were certain songs. That's what I'm saying. There were two
Cheater.
songs.
I
There were
didn't
two
hear.
songs which were constantly like ऐसे घूम रहे थे मेरे दिमाग में. And you know how it is that when you're listening
Yeah.
and those shuffle mein hai, and if you've heard those, then they'll kind of keep coming again and again. So every time they came, I was like, I should go change it, but I was like, बहुत दूर है, how to? चलो गाना सुन ही लेती हूँ. So then I heard it.
Such a cheater.
Hey, hello. Listening
Oh.
session के बाद all bets are off. There is no cheating
Yeah,
after
that's
that
true,
because you've
that's
heard everything. Yeah.
That's true. Oh, it's too far. I can't. So chalu. Which one were the two?
I told you first and last. Like for me, it is.
Okay. I did.
We've already
Yeah,
heard one
yeah,
yesterday, which is
yeah.
Nothing Lasts, and Hisab.
I तो
But-
love हिसाब तो मतलब कुछ
So
और ही
ये
है.
दो गाने I heard, like I've heard regularly, but
okay.
Straight Balling I'd only heard that day. So I'm really looking forward to actually
Okay.
listening to it properly right now.
Yeah, Straight Balling and Yaad, both I want to listen to properly.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Chalo. I'm going to keep the lyrics open on the side just so I can listen, I can look at them while the song is on.
And
Exactly.
also during the live listening session. So I was also expecting live listening session, meaning they would give anecdotes about when they were creating it.
Yeah,
वो
that's
कैसे
what I
होता
thought
था.
also. Yeah.
But this turned into
It was a
more like
party.
a semi-concert kind of a thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, where you're like a playlist is playing and
Yeah.
but the people who've sung it are the ones who are in front of you, kind of lip syncing and interacting with you, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that it became, which was fun in its own way, but I would
It
have loved
was-
to also hear their back, like, you know, how they created.
Yeah, it was more of a launch party than a listening session.
Yeah,
Listening session
exactly.
तो था ही लेकिन
Correct,
party
correct.
थी.
हाँ,
तो
basically.
listening session में आपको बताते हैं कि ये हुआ, ये
Correct.
गाना ऐसे थोड़ा बहुत, but
हाँ.
it was more of a like a whole club vibe.
Correct,
So
correct.
it's all good. Okay,
Yes.
chalo. Let's just straight ball in 1,
Ready.
2, 1 sec. Yeah, Proof is the producer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
I have a lot of respect for sacrifices that went along with standing here today. We're not on this stage just because of talent or ability. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us strong.
Yeah, proof. Straight ballin'. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡ੍ਰੀਮ ਕਰਾਉ ਕੁੜੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਇ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ ਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡ੍ਰੀਮ ਕਰਾਉ ਕੁੜੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਇ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ ਦੇ ਡੈਸ਼ ਵੀ ਬਾ ਡੈਸ਼ ਉੱਤੇ ਕੈਸ਼ ਕਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਐਸ਼ ਉੱਤੇ ਐਸ਼ ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਦੱਸ ਮੰਗਦੀ ਸਟੈਕਿਆ ਸਟੈਸ਼ ਕਦੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਫਰਮੈਸ਼ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਔਖੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਲੱਭੀ ਨਾ ਸਹਾਰਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਡ ਦੱਸ ਕੇ ਜਾਊਂ ਮੈਂ ਘਰੇ ਡੋਰ ਦਾ ਅੱਖ 'ਚ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਤੇਰੇ ਔਜਲੇ ਦੀ ਲੋਰ ਕੁੜੇ ਆ ਲੈ ਰੱਖ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਡ 30 ਬੋਰ ਦੱਸ ਹੋਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਡ੍ਰੀਮ ਕਰਾਉ ਕੁੜੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਇ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ ਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡ੍ਰੀਮ ਕਰਾਉ ਕੁੜੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਇ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ
आज के लिए परिजोर कल उसको अलविदा स्ट्रेट बॉलिंग बेबी हम वर्ल्ड कप के शमी भाई जिंदगी टफ बोले अपने पास चले जाए जिंदगी रफ बोले हम तो बस चले जाए अब ऐसा कीमती है मिला तो जमीन लिए पुराने हम पिक्चर में लड़कों को हम सीन दिए रुपये और एक ड्रीम भी है सांपों के लिए बीम भी है मैं जितना हार्ड उतना हार्ड मेरा टीम भी है स्ट्रेट बॉलिंग मैं फ्लाई अलादीन मैं फ्लाई मैं जॉर्डन वी वॉक द टॉक टू बॉल व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम यू मेक इट रेन वी जस्ट चेंज द मौसम
ਕਦੇ ਦੇਖੀ ਗਾ ਭਲਾ ਮੰਡੀਰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵੀਰ ਮੂਰੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਹੀਰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆ ਕਿਸੇ ਮੂਰੇ ਚੁੱਕਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਏ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਸ ਧੜ ਤੇ ਜ਼ਮੀਰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆ ਰੱਬ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਦੇ ਛੇਤੀ ਮੌਤ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੌਫ ਵੈਰੀ ਲੱਭੇ ਰੈੱਡ ਡਾਟ ਕਰੂੰ ਵੀ ਵਿਆਰ ਤੇਰਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਫਰਾਰ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪੈ ਗਿਆ ਕਰਾ ਦੂ ਜੱਟ ਲੋਟ ਸਭ ਸੌ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਬਾਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਡ੍ਰੀਮ ਕਰਾਉ ਕੁੜੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਇ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ ਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਏ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ ਬੇਬੀ
फिर लाए बालन सारे ऑप्स मेरे सालन हमें 8 लगते शून्य जब भी वी साइन इन अधूरा है घूमता यहाँ बसते नहीं बालन ये बाकिन भी बाइटन हर माइक पे मैं टाइसन मेरे आंखें लाल जैसे पुलिस की सायरन्स ये गैंग नहीं टायरेंट्स ये गैंग नहीं पायरेट जो भी बोलता ये करते मेरा नाम नहीं साइमन अगर शॉपिंग तो इटली मुझे फूकना तो थाईलैंड कितने बंदे यार रैट्स इसलिए हम रखते पॉइजन मेरी जिंदगी हाईवे तभी यू नो वी राइडिंग और विदाउट अ लाइसेंस रॉकेट गिरा दे हमें लगता नहीं साइंस यू नो वी ग्लाइडिंग
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡ੍ਰੀਮ ਕਰਾਓ ਕੁੜੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਏ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ ਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡ੍ਰੀਮ ਕਰਾਓ ਕੁੜੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅਲੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਏ ਪਿਆ ਰੋਣ ਬੇਬੀ
yo ਕਰਨ ਮੇਰਾ ਭਾਈ Divine ਤੇਰਾ ਭਾਈ straight ballin
Yar. Or yar. So vibes. So vibes.
Oh, this song, like each
is the song.
bar, each song, each the way, the composition, the music, the lyrics, and you know, wo jo in the composition, the way the structure of the song is na 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 na. Wow, wow!
Yeah.
The way it has been sung, it is just so like it does full justice to like a song and a rap song, like you know, both sides,
Yeah.
like you know, to the singing abilities and to the rap abilities. So I just
Yeah.
like it's such a song. Like the son's gonna be like constantly gonna be listening to this one.
This-
Ah,
मेरे को
And I
वो
remember
लाइन
it.
याद आ गई एक कर्मा और दीप के बीच पे दे लाइक ये तो एंथम है
ये तो anthem है. I
ये तो
agree.
anthem है ये तो anthem
इस एल्बम के ऑलमोस्ट हर गाना ऑलमोस्ट एंथम एंड एंथम है. Like you know, they're
Yeah.
very. It's a you know, if we hadn't gone for the listening session and if we would have heard this album one after another, I can just imagine that our minds would have been blown over कि ये क्या किया है इन लोगों ने.
Mhm.
हर गाना इतना amazing कैसे हो रहा है.
So good.
And each one is different from each other. You know how
Yeah.
sometimes it happens
Vibe
that a
में.
similar album का के गाने similar sounding होते हैं. इसमें
Mhm.
वो नहीं है. इसमें like each one has its own unique identity along with
Yeah,
okay.
Proof has killed it. He's killed it with the music and the beat. I
Oof.
freaking loved it. Even the intro at the start and how it like kicked in with the hook over there.
Correct.
Freaking
Yes.
loved. And then there were like little things in the mix as well, like the sirens and
Yeah.
some of the elements. Fabulous. And it was
Wow.
structured in that way where hook, then Karan, then Divine, then
Yeah.
Karan came in again, then
Yeah.
Divine came in again. So like two verses from each, which is again amazing, but it doesn't feel like a long song, you know?
Yeah, it really doesn't.
It's 3.5 minutes and they both had two verses each with the
Yeah.
hook
Not
several
even 3.5.
times.
Yeah, correct. No, I can fully.
So-
This is one of those songs that one can endlessly listen loop pe.
Yeah.
You know, one can go from one to another without feeling like कि अच्छा बस बहुत हो गया. Like okay सुन लिया. Like you know,
Yeah,
हाँ,
exactly.
वैसा नहीं
So-
था बिल्कुल
so
भी.
in that sense, props. And plus the lines are they're not fluff. I'll tell you, I loved Karan's verses slightly more.
Me
but-
also.
Yeah, then Divine, especially like Divine's first verse for me was better than his second. Some of
Yeah.
his lines, like I wasn't feeling. But also like Karan has a very unique way of delivering the lines because some lines he'll rap and the others he'll sing. And in the middle of the verse, he'll do a singy line and he'll go back to rapping. And that is obviously, you know, a strength
Yes.
because he
yes.
is the kind of artist he is and he can
But I
do
do
those
feel
things
like Divine's also singing more in this.
in this
Like you know,
song.
in all the compositions, like yeah, in every song, you can get that sense that he's singing. Like that,
Mhm.
even his singing side is coming out a lot more within the songs. I feel
More than usual.
more
for
than
sure.
usual. More
Yeah.
than usual.
Yeah. But I just really like because like the way Karan started his first verse itself with that whole gadiyan te dash biba dash utte cash kade thalle kitte dekhi ani ash utte ash tu ki 10 mangdi stack ya stash that
Yeah.
whole like scheme that he did right there in the first 4 lines I was like
Correct.
bro's going in a whole other direction.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
happening? ये बहुत like the play he did there was really well done and then he comes back and मैं क्या औखे वेले लबी ना सहारा किसे होर दा नहीं तैनू कोट दस के जाऊं मैं घरे दूर दा that whole bit then he goes into his very like his sort of out of his rapper zone and into his Punjabi zone and then just the way he moves from that space to another space and very smoothly
Yeah.
and effortlessly is a vibe is so good
Yeah.
and I'm seeing I'm seeing that very starkly, in a very starkly evident way in this album, because it's kind
Correct.
of his first, you can classify it as a first sort of hip hop album he's doing with a fellow rapper, right? Like he's
Like a
done
collab. Like a hip hop collab.
like an
like
out
that.
and out, like
like
if
a
you
full
just
album collab.
classify it as a genre in a genre space, in a database, you would classify it as a hip hop album.
Hmm,
You know?
hmm.
The others, there's been a mix of
Right.
styles. So anyway,
Right.
so I feel like it's very starkly evident in this project so far, the way he
Right.
does that
It's
meandering from one.
maneuvering through the musicality.
I
Is
like
just
it.
so good.
I like
Yeah.
it. There were some lines of Divine's which made me kind of like go, hey? There was like an Aladdin mein fly, and then you make it rain, we change the straight ball. मैं Jordan, we walked it. Then there was one more in the end, some rocket वाला line, मेरे को वो समझ नहीं आया. कितने बंदे यहाँ rats, इसलिए हम रखते poison. मेरी जिंदगी highway, तभी you know we riding. Without a license, rocket गिरा दें. ये मेरे को समझ नहीं आया. Without a license, rocket गिरा दें मतलब लाइसेंस चाहिए होता है रॉकेट, लाइक
और रॉकेट गिराते थोड़ा
इज इट द पटाखा वाला रॉकेट ही इज रेफरिंग टू?
उसके लिए लाइसेंस थोड़ा चाहिए होता है.
एग्जैक्टली नहीं ना, तो
हाँ.
हमें लगता
ये कुछ
नहीं,
और है,
साइंस यू नो वी ग्लाइड
रॉकेट
इन.
गिराते थोड़ा है. हाँ.
So I didn't get this. Iska, I
हाँ.
mean, if you all know, then tell me. Then so then, like I'm just saying the ones that I didn't understand.
Correct.
जो भी बोलता ये करते, मेरा नाम नहीं साइमन. I like that bar. अगर शॉपिंग तो इटली, मुझे फूकना तो थाईलैंड. Flex, मतलब
another level. At the
travel
time,
blogger flex.
at the time when he came on stage and said, for people who like something and for people who
Listen,
don't
yes.
like.
Can we? This was before they played 100 million.
Yeah.
Y'all should know this. Divide was he was in the zone. He's like, so for anyone who doesn't like the song or the album, don't press play. But don't talk shit if you're and what else? And then he said something else key. It doesn't matter if y'all like it. We think it's dope.
Yeah.
Something like that. And he said this specifically, I feel, for 100 million because it has released and a lot of people had already opined on it, right? And so when
Something
he's
to the
saying
level that
this,
if you appreciate it, speak about it. If you don't like it, then don't press play. Like just don't hear it only. Like,
yeah, don't talk shit.
Like, you know,
That was the phrase he
that was
used.
the
So
vibe.
I got scared. I was like, I looked at Shruti. I'm like, is this for us?
I was like, no, I don't think it matters.
She's like, don't take it personally. It's for everyone. So I was like, okay. Literally, I asked her this over there.
I know.
And Karan was quiet, but Divine was so in a zone. He's like, we think it's dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this the good we remember
we
that.
also
But,
think it's dope.
this though straight ballin is like straight fire. Like this is the anthem song for me live shows ke liye and ye sab ke liye. So full props now.
Too good.
To proof. And then I saw Yaad, and then I saw feature Jonita. It's the only feature on the album, by the way.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
Jonita is, I think, now standard on Divine projects, hai na?
Yeah.
So,
and how they gave a shout out to her and then also said that she had her own show that night, so she couldn't come.
Yeah,
so, which was
also
lovely.
posted about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, she's a fabulous singer. It's just, whenever
so
she's
does
on
this one
any...
have a video which is dropped? Or is it
Hisab has
Hisab ka video nikla hai. Okay. Haan.
We'll get to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hisab ka video nikla hai. It's animated, and I saw like a little clip of it online, and
even I've seen a little clip of it.
It looked like the Mera Bhai Divine wala video, remember?
But I don't know why I felt that Yaad ka, like Jonita ka one little clip I saw. So maybe that was a story and not really a song. Like
maybe it was fan created.
हाँ वो भी हो सकता है. But like
by
I
the
felt
way,
like it was.
You remember Mera Bhai by Divine?
Yes.
Was your first reaction on the
channel?
channel?
Yes, I know. That's the first one we ever started with. How can I forget Mera Bhai?
Video she recorded.
Yes. First song I ever reacted to.
So Divine has a senti connect with us.
Yes.
Okay, lovely. So now let's get to Yaad, and this has Stunner Beats, PR Beats, and Astriptus, 3 producers. Yeah, and that's it. So let's get to it. It's the only track with a feature, and we've heard it. I know it's a romantic hai, par wo breakup wala romantic zone, like end of relationship wala, hai na?
Yeah.
Theek hai. I'm going to keep the lyrics open because you all know I like to listen when I am singing along. Yes. Yeah, Divine lyrics. Okay, got it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
मुझे याद नहीं है तू मेरे साथ नहीं है तू
तेरी गल क्यों करा हर पल क्यों करा तेरी गल क्यों करा मेरे नाल नहीं आ तू मेरी याद नहीं आ तू मैनू याद नहीं आ तू किसे होर ना तुर गई तेरे नालों चंगा ਚੰਗਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਰ ਗਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਗੋਰੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਥਾਂ ਤੁਰ ਗਈ ਯਾਦ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਾਣੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰਾਂ मैं तुझे याद क्यों करूँ तेरी बात क्यों करूँ अपने आप क्यों लड़ूं और मेरे साथ नहीं है तू मेरी याद नहीं है तू मुझे याद नहीं है तू गुस्सा करता नहीं सी पूरा नहीं पर तू ज्यादा बोल गई थोड़ा मन्निया खौफ कदे नहीं खांदा रोना तां सानू भी आ जांदा दस मैनू तेरे जान बाद तेरी फरियाद क्यों करा दस मैनू हुण तैनू याद क्यों कर याद तैनू तेरे जानो बाद क्यों कर दस मैनू हुण तैनू याद क्यों कर
याद करा रोज सब याद मेरी दोस्त पर याद नहीं करना क्यों मरना मुझे और ये लड़ना और झगड़ना ना समझना मेरी दौड़ मुझको खुद से बेहतर बनना और मैं मांगता नहीं सपोर्ट अब भूल गया तुझे उसूल आया मुझ में कल रात की वो बात थी मैं भूल गया सुबह मेरे साथ वाले पार्टनर वो कहाँ गई पूछे जब बैग लेकर दे दे अगर टेंशन है तुझे मेंशन से ज्यादा हम पैशन में घूमे इशारों को तू मेरे कैप्शन में ढूंढे पिघलाती थी तू अब सिर्फ जलता जुनून है याद नहीं करना ये हल्का सुरूर है तू सही लगती दूर है अब तू भी मशहूर है मैं तुझे याद क्यों करूँ तेरी बात क्यों करूँ अपने आप क्यों लड़ूं और मेरे साथ नहीं है तू मेरी याद नहीं है तू मुझे याद नहीं है तू
भुल गईया मैं तेरा वे मैनू भी नहीं फिक्र तेरा वे मैं भी नहीं करदी जिक्र तेरा वे हाँ बड़े होने थे तेरे च गिन गिन नहीं लंघदे साडे भी किहड़े दिन नहीं लंघदे क्यों लगदा तेरे बिन नहीं लंघदे ना भी करेंगा चेते ना मैनू हुण वे तू याद ना करी याद मैनू मेरे जान बाद ना करी ना मैनू हुण वे तू याद ना करी याद मैनू मेरे जान बाद ना करी
I will just not tire of saying I freaking love Jonita. She's just
Just listen to this song again and again and
Yes.
again. When this song started, I remember I was tripping even while listening to it live.
Yeah.
This is one of those songs again,
just
which, you know, one-on-one individual listening session, it hits different.
yes.
Collectively, when you listen to it, it hits another level only. It's like सारे heartbroken people ना इकट्ठे
Collectively
जो
बोल
ऐसे
रहे हैं कि-
collectively गाते हैं उसका कुछ और ही feel होता है. It
Yeah.
is very listen.
Because y'all are together saying get lost. We don't want
That energy, no, that vibe was just
So
ये
funny.
गाना बहुत ही amazing है. And वो सिर्फ, you know, याद को सिर्फ याद नहीं कहा है, याद कहा है. It's the way that the
Yeah.
musicality of the word and the composition, the way it's been done. The music, by the way, of this entire album, each Ghana is just blowing my mind right now. Like, you know,
Yes.
listening to it together like this with focused listening,
Yes.
it is just too beautiful.
Yes. Listen, I feel like the producers on the album are just freaking hell.
कुछ और हुआ है. Wow.
They've all taken it very personally. So is what I feel. They're like, we're doing music for Divine and Karan Aujla. We are going to bring our
Better
A
pull
game.
up the socks and like
Yeah.
deliver. And they
Freaking
have.
hell.
They have.
And how?
Wow.
Stunner beats, PR beats, and Astriptus. Astriptus. As soon as this line came on live usme, we were just flowing with it. We'd never heard the song before, but we were just like, what is this?
What happened?
ये क्या हो रहा है? Why is my body moving automatically? You know, so funny. But yes, that whole like collective vibe. Now, I just want to say that the structure of this song, and I was noticing this while reading the lyrics, is just so nice because one, that whole like the tone has been set in the first line and with Karan's this thing.
Yeah.
And then when Divine comes in with his part, I'll say the hook has part one, part two. Divine's part, he has that husky, deep voice, which he doesn't do. You were right, he's singing.
Correct.
He's singing a lot more in this
Yeah.
album and he's going into that zone. So I really love that part where he goes, what was his bit? गुस्सा मैं तुझे याद क्यों करूं, तेरी बात क्यों करूं, अपने आप क्यों लड़ूं, अब मेरे साथ नहीं है तू, मेरे याद नहीं है तू, मुझे याद नहीं है तू. That bit, and it came
Yeah.
later again in the song. So I feel like that really completed the whole, if you want to call it the hook part of the song.
Correct. Yeah.
And then it went into Karan's verse, which beautiful, no words. Then it went into Divine's मैं तुझे याद क्यों करूं, that husky bit with followed by his verse, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. It went into Divine's verse and then that sort of close second part 2 of the hook in Divine's husky voice, which then flowed into Jonita's entire verse and the song ended. So once the girl has spoken her part, whatever the guys have felt and emoted, she has also replied like, I also don't care, don't remember me, I'm not remembering you, I've
Correct.
also moved on.
Correct.
So the whole like, I have moved on, I have also moved on was very
Correct.
beautifully
Correct.
done. And also Karan has written Jonita's lines because they're Punjabi. So
It
I
was-
love that he can write the female perspective also.
It's
in-
amazing what you just brought up, you know, because within the whole choreography of the song,
Yeah.
it's like, and especially the emotions are so strong. Like there is
Yeah.
this one line where, and this is what I specifically love about Karan Aujla's writing.
Yes.
He will make a emotion so real
Yeah.
that, you know, that line where he spoke about fighting and how you raised your voice, but when you raised it, thoda zyada ho gaya.
Yeah.
Like, you know, normally I take it, but रोना मुझे भी आता है, but थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया.
गुस्सा
Like,
करदा नहीं सी पूरा नहीं पर तू ज्यादा बोल गई थोड़ा.
हाँ. So it is कितने
Micro
simple
moments.
words में
Yeah.
एक पूरा एक moment create कर दिया.
Yeah.
You know, and the moment this moment gets created, then the song has shifted from just a listening experience to something personal.
Yeah.
So when something personal and you're listening to the guy's side of things, and you know the way Karan is talking about a specific type of a vibe or feeling,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then Divine comes in with his kind of a vibe, and
Yeah.
which is completely like you can feel that, yeah, this is what also a man feels. And it still feels incomplete when Jonita comes in. It's
Yeah.
like you said, it completed the whole thing.
Close the whole
You know,
thing. Yeah.
it wasn't a giving it back, like it wasn't a tit for tat, like it was like, Are usne ke bola hai, main usko. No, it was very like, you're talking about what hurt you, but not really, but just in a feel of it.
Yeah.
You create a moment, you talk about it, and then the girl comes and does the same thing that, don't worry, even I've done, like, you know, I'm also over it. And
Yeah.
then, you know, I have also moved on.
Yeah.
It gave a very complete feeling by the end of
Yeah.
it. It didn't feel like it was only one-sided. And like, you know, कि सिर्फ लड़कों के लिए बना है, सिर्फ लड़कों की feeling बयां हो रही है यहाँ पे. Like it felt a very, I like it.
It felt like one, he's closing the loop on the situation.
Yeah.
And two, it felt like we don't want this song. I'm trying to understand the intent. We don't want this song to come across as a guys after a breakup being all like, I don't care about you, I don't remember you, because it's
Correct.
actually not true. Guy, like आप जितना भी ये सब बोल लोगे अंदर आपको याद आती है, right?
Of
It
course,
is but human. And so but the arrogance of the breakup is a separate phase of the breakup, right? The arrogance
correct.
phase.
Yeah.
So that phase they've captured really well. And like you said, you know, when he said कि थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया in that one, the way Karan's writing ends up capturing micro moments, which is again a thing that I very much like to talk about, is when you're emoting, you can do a umbrella emotion of anger or grief or whatever. But when you zoom in and you capture the moment when something, and a moment like this has happened with everyone who has had a
Correct.
breakup. You know, there'll be something that someone says which hits you because there's truth in it, but it just hits you in a wrong way, and you're like, okay, now you've said something like this, it's over, it's done.
Correct.
You know, so everyone has been through that, and I feel like lines like that really just up the emotion of the song like nothing
100%.
else.
100%.
So his writing to matlab kya hi bol sakte
You know,
hain.
in like proper writing, they always say start with an emotion. Like, you know, the
Yeah.
action of the emotion. So
Haan.
in this singing writing, of course, in this kind of poetry, actually, you
Yeah.
can't talk about literally, you know,
The action
the
and
action of it.
Yeah.
But he's gone very close to what one would react as and immediately what one would feel like. And that is just the relatability has gone through the roof because of
Yeah.
it. And now I'm realizing he actually does this in most of his
Most
songs.
of his
His
songs,
writing
yeah.
is like that, which is why they hit so deep. And, you know, you
Yeah.
immediately like kind of grasp with it.
Yeah. Which is why I always commend his like, I always say that Karan's an amazing artist in so many different aspects, but his USP for me will always be his writing, because he feels deeply, obviously, and he notices the subtleties, which you know, when you're an observer as an artist, you're always an observer.
Correct.
A lot of subtleties get
The subjectiveness of the objective. Basically, he also kind of speaks about the subjectivity of it, which,
Yeah.
you know, which creates a beautiful, I love it.
This
So-
comes across as such a amazing, like, life experiencer person.
Yes,
For
yes.
lack of a better phrase. I love it. Listen, songs like this, which are so high on emotionality and all of that, on the surface, they are very, like I was saying, get lost. Wo wala vibe collectively wo
Yeah.
aata hai when you listen to it in a group. But actually, when you sit down and listen to it on a one-on-one sort of listening mode, uska feel
It's
aapko
आंसू
different.
type. I know.
हाँ,
मैं
वो
ये गाना
बहुत ही
सुन के रोने
strongly
वाली
hit
हूँ in the
होगा.
right moment.
Yeah, and also like Jonita's voice, can I just talk about how she sung those lines? There was, and that's the beauty of her as a vocalist, is
Yeah.
that when she plays with a word or a line in a certain way, one, too much finesse,
Yeah.
but the emotionality that she adds, there's an underlying vulnerability as much as there is
Strength.
arrogance. Yeah. As much
Yeah.
as there's, because it's at the end of the day, everyone's being arrogant in their verses, right? Get I'm over you. Mujhe nahi aa rahi teri yaad.
Correct.
But the vulnerability that is there is again, like, it's an art to bring that out when you deliver those lines. So beautiful, yeah. Just top notch artists, all of them. I loved it.
I can't get over the yaad only. Like the yaad. That yaad is only like heart is there. Beautiful
Cannot.
song.
Is song ka unplugged acoustic, please. I'm telling you. By the way, Karan Aujla released the 3 unplugs that they had put. They released them on Spotify as a separate sort of thing. Thank you for doing that. I loved it. But songs like this, when they're recreated in an unplugged avatar, उनका feel ही कुछ और हो जाता है. So this is my humble request. Please, guys, try and do that with this one. It'll be fantastic. Please.
सोचो मत कर
do it.
दो.
So amazing. So we've covered 2 now in this video.
Yes,
हाँ,
yes, we
ठीक
have,
है.
we
So
have.
now we will see you on day 3. Chalo, take care of yourselves. Live long and prosper.
Bye.
ना मैनू